that woman, those women, those children should have been protected, and they could have been protected. Some protective measures could have been in place because this man said something to his friends. And friendship when it comes to men is not the same as friendship when it comes to women. The world is still mourning. As a mother, I still have a hard time just dealing with this from afar. I cannot imagine what these mothers are experiencing and what that 12-year-old girl who survives is experiencing. So before I get into talking about my takeaways from what I just saw on the news today, in the wake of laying these beautiful 8 children to rest, it shouldn't be 8 children. I just want to stop and just say their names. So Jayla Elkins, age 3, Braylon Snow, age 5, Shayla Elkins, age 5, Kadarian Snow, 6, Kayla Pugh, 6, Layla Pugh, 7, Marcaden Pugh, 10, Soraya Snow, age 11. The world should not be saying rest in peace to these innocent souls. I'll tell you, the hardest funeral that I ever had to sing at was for a boy who was on the heels of being 2 years old, and he was taken out of this world by a frustrated father. All because he wouldn't stop crying, y'all. This happens too often. This happens too often. These cowardice males who are family annihilators, who will do things like this, I believe to hurt the parent. I believe to hurt the mother. All right, let me get into my takeaway. So it's not a secret that there seems to be this big, great divide right now between Black women and Black men. I think it's more nuanced than that, but a lot of my commentary and my videos that are in that subject seem to get a lot of attention. It's something that I talk about. So here we are again. There is this word that I think has been co-opted by the average and below average XY, which is accountability, accountability, accountability. But the community that really lacks accountability, that really lacks confrontation, is not the woman community. First of all, y'all say we talk too much, right? We talk too much, we gossip too much. That's what y'all call it. That when we have accountability and we have confrontation and we talk about things and build community, you guys try to, like, which way do you want it? Either we talk too much and we have too much of it, or we don't have enough of it. But this got as far as it did because of a lack of accountability and the average and less than average male. There are 2 other men who were indicted right now because they cooperated, they participated, they heard this man and his going-ons about whatever was going through his mind and his heart and his soul. He revealed it to his friends. And once again, we can blame the patriarchy for this, because these men were more than complicit. They supported. I'm not going to say their names because the name of the killer, the name of these other 2 men, it's not important. They're scum. Their names don't deserve to be said. Their pictures don't deserve to be seen. People like them and their behavior needs to be erased, and that's what this conversation is about. They heard this man talking about his intentions. They heard what was in this man's heart and soul. How often is it that you know of and you hear of a man who has a friend who has really vile intentions, maybe not this dramatically, vile, but still bad intentions for his family, that he should be concerned about, he should be caring about, and they don't hold that man accountable. They don't tell him he's wrong. They don't warn the wife. It's in our culture. It is okay to have a guy friend and still play basketball with him, still go to church with him, still hang out with him, still send business his way and everything else, knowing that he has bad intention and he is dishonorable when it comes to his family. And the thing is, it starts out small, seemingly small, like, oh, he's cheating, but that's not my business. Oh, he's this and that. Oh, he's stealing money from him and his wife's business, but that's not my business. He's not bringing home the money that's supposed to be paying the mortgage. Instead, he's gambling it. And the wife doesn't know that they're 2 steps away from homelessness. It starts there. But when we don't check those little things, a lot of those bigger things, it just becomes easier and easier not to check. And I know that some of you are going to say it's not related, but I submit to you today that it is. Because we have a culture that says that, oh, he hasn't done it before, he hasn't done it yet, so he won't. It's true, this man apparently never put his hands on his wife. He'd never put his hands on his wife before. But once again, the facts are the facts. When you are ready to end a relationship for whatever reason, and you don't have to have a reason. If you're done, you're done. If you want to be over, you have that right. You have that right to decide, I don't want to be in this relationship anymore and I want to move on with my life. And you have a right to live and continue to live your life without that person. It doesn't matter if it's even petty or whatever. You still have a right to live, and you still have a right to go on with your life. This man never put his hands on his wife, is what's being reported. So in the past, he was not a physical abuser. However, he still stated intentions. And when you are getting ready to leave, I don't know. I have my feelings, but of course I don't know everybody's thoughts and intentions and all that. But from what I've seen personally, from what I've lived personally, from what I see over and over and over again in the news, one thing that we know that is a statistical fact is that when a woman is ready to leave a relationship, that is when life becomes the most dangerous for her and the children. Because typically, the typical and the average and less than average man, it's like all of a sudden now he has lost control. First of all, you're not supposed to have control in a relationship or marriage in the first damn place. But that's another conversation. But when he feels like he has lost his footing and he has lost control, a lot of them, the average and the less than average man, they lose their freaking mind and they just go berserk. And here it is again, someone who perhaps didn't have a history of it before, but that woman, those children should have been protected, and they could have been protected. Some protective measures could have been in place because this man said something to his friends. And friendship when it comes to men is not the same as friendship when it comes to women. The typical friendships. Because if my girlfriend comes to me and says something that even lets off the smallest red flag that her and her children may not be safe, I'm not just going to have the conversation and just be quiet and be like, well, I'll just let her figure it out because she's a man. She's a man. That's a man. And that's a man. That family belongs to that man. And I'm not going to get in that man's business. Bullshit. We don't operate like that. We really are a community. And what a lot of people think is gossiping is a lot of times disseminating information that other ears and other eyes might need to be involved with to get the right resources in place to prevent what just happened to these precious 8 children. Being a good friend is telling the truth. It's saying, you know what? I don't think you should have access to a gun right now. Matter of fact, you need to get your ass in therapy. Matter of fact, I don't think that your wife and children are safe with you right now. You need to get out that house for a little while. Because this doesn't happen enough amongst men. Instead, it's let that man be a man, meaning let him still have control. And what happens? What consistently happens time and time again? I believe that this could have been prevented if we had a different culture where patriarchy was not at the top. We need people who talk too much. We need to tap into more of the feminine traits. Talk too much. Gossip. Get in each other's business a little bit more when it counts. Say something. Do something. Stop, like, leaving this country and leaving this world up to men's devices. What has it gotten us consistently? A bunch of war. A bunch of, can't say the word, killing. A bunch of death. On purpose. A bunch of people being unalived. A bunch of chaos. A bunch of too much fighting over control. Not enough community. Not enough healthy. It's time for the matriarchy to take over. It's time for the feminine to rise more. It's time for relationships and communities, churches, governments to be more women-led, specifically Black women-led. Who do we run to for the healing? Who do we run to for resources? Who do we run to be the magical person whenever something's going on to fix everything? And anyway, and who are the ones that are being victims of this type of act on a very, very disproportionately high rate? Black women. Why? I think one of those reasons is because what happens when we withdraw? When we decide to withdraw, when we decide to pull back, they absolutely lose their mind and they decide that they cannot or will not live without us. And then what do? And it's without our labor. It's without our structure, without our magic, without our decision making, without our wisdom, without all of our resources. They lose their damn mind. There's too much harvesting it and using it and taking advantage of it and exploiting it and not enough honoring it. And that balance needs to be restored.
Yeah. This is for the women who built it anyway. No permission, no apology. I've been quiet, I've been watching. Let them talk, I keep it polished. Single mama, still exotic. Pressure made me this iconic. I don't chase, I align. Every loss was divine. I don't beg, I decide. Handle mine every time. I set the tone when I enter. Peace is the prize I protect. If it don't serve, I release it. Boundaries sharp, but they gentle. I'm rooted, rebirth, reclaim. Still rising, still sane. I speak the room, rearrange. This is power with a name. Darling Nikki, remember, I don't break, I transcend. Every scar got a lesson. Every loss made a legend. Darling Nikki, remember, I don't break, I transcend. Every scar got a lesson. Every loss made a legend. That's darling Nikki. That's darling Nikki.
Y'all, I'm officially a YouTube partner and I just launched memberships. Join my community for exclusive perks like behind-the-scenes content, custom badges, and shoutouts. Hit that join button and let's level up together because we're just getting started, baby. Hey ladies, I'm here to introduce you to legal empowerment through Legal Shield and ID Shield. Did you know that with your membership, you get a free will and estate plan? That's right. Protect your future with legal protection at your fingertips. Whether you need a lawyer, want to protect your identity, or just want peace of mind, Legal Shield has you covered. As Black women, we know the importance of protecting ourselves and our families, And having the right legal support is essential. And it's not just about protection. Legal empowerment is also a great opportunity to build additional income. I'm looking for ambitious women to join Ladies of Justice, a community of powerful women making a difference. Join today and take control of your future. Contact me now and let's make sure you're covered, legally and financially.